Maybe it's the buried coin jar. Yeehaw. All right, greetings and welcome to Drama in the Dirt. This week's episode, I get a bucket lister, something I've wanted for a long time, and I'll share that with you. The funny part is this: it was getting dark. I was in probably where there was an old barn at one time, and I dug a chunk of iron, didn't think much about it, and tossed it in my bag. And then when I got back to the garage, I dumped my bag on the workbench, and I saw this piece come up. So I was, well, for lack of better words, I was flabbergasted. So I'd be excited to share that with you. And then also just some random digs. I'm going to try to update you on the street. I'm going to do a little bit of grid work, but the purpose of the grid is the grid work to grid an area that's been detected, in an extreme fashion, is to just give you an idea of what you can find if you just focus on one little tiny area and just hit it every direction you possibly can. And dig every sound that sounds, sounds somewhat decent. So that's the idea of the grid. And then don't forget 15 Shot Friday. And then Wednesdays usually is Meet the Digger. So be looking forward to that. As always, God bless you and keep you, and may all your digs make you smile. This particular Swiss Army is one of the biggest knives as far as having the most implements on it. But I believe this is called the Champ here. So it has, it's 40 some different tools. So, but I have the saw out now, and I'm going to saw this rough point off here, and then I'm going to keep tapering it. A lot of carving to do, but I want to make it like the old timers would have. I'm letting the chips fall here on my legs. I got a sheet down here on the chair, so all I have to do is just shake it out the window. So now, as you can see, I've taken my blade, my saw, and then cut a ring all the way around, and I'm popping the pieces of wood out so I can get to fit the hammerhead. I've got it all whittled down. I'll probably cut it here because obviously you can see that there's a slope in it, or a curve in it. And then of course it needs sanding. Well, here's what I ended up with. I ended up breaking that off trying to get the head on. I don't know if I can get it down any further or not. It is sticking all the way up. There's my hammer. Wasn't all that I'd hoped for, but I helped build America. Build looks a little funny. The rest of it's not too bad. So that is a hand carved. I did that all by hand. And then put it on the old mushroomed head. And then I cut a corrugated fastener and drove in the end there. You can see I chunked a little part of the wood off there. But history saved, and a testament to history, obviously, to think what that hammer did in its life Unfortunately, it was left abandoned in a field to deteriorate, but I'm thankful to have rescued it. So I hope you like it. I thought I'd shoot a little video of the tear out. See, they're putting in a storm drain here, but I was trying to get some idea of just how thick the roadbed was. And I'm thinking, as you can see, there's probably about 18 inches of concrete in some areas. Yeah, it's about the same. A layer of asphalt. Let me see, 1, 2, 3 layers of asphalt. And then a concrete. And then down to the old-timey dirt. The square was actually full of the old 4-inch brick. Now see, there's a brick there. But that looks like the good juicy stuff. It's unbelievable. Imagine all the history in that dirt. I actually asked one of the workers that day, I said, where are you taking all that dirt? He says, oh, we take it to different places. Of course, I didn't let on what I was asking. Okay, I was able to get down to the square so you can see what they have here. I think this, I mean, you're looking at layers of history. We have the existing surface, which is about 3 inches, and then a layer of asphalt here, and then here's the old brick. And it's a 4-inch square. And these are actually in a picture, I can't remember which bank, but it's, I believe it's this bank right here. They have a picture of horses in the square, and I think some of the old cars, Tommy cars, and they're having like a cattle show, and there's a bunch of cattle, and they're on this street here. But then you see the sand layer, they put all the bricks in here, but I'm not sure why there's a concrete here. I don't know how far that goes over. Yeah, I don't get it. Let me see, is this a dirt layer? There's the brick, there's the 2 layers of asphalt, brick, and what is this? I can't imagine that being concrete, but it is. It sure is. Huh. So, I mean, how old is that layer of concrete? Got me. This is where we want to be right here. This would have to be the old road bed. And it looks like they had gravel on it. I don't know, maybe it wasn't that long ago. I don't remember the bricks, and I'm 63 years old. But there's only 2 layers of asphalt on them. It doesn't make sense to me. Here's my grid from last week. Obviously you can see how dry it's getting. Had a little bit of a rain shower. But of course, many of you are well aware that if you dig in the yard this time of year and it's dry, you need to make sure the homeowner is happy with what looks like a dog with a urinary problem in the yard. I wanted to show you something, if I could. Let me get that screen around there. Those of you who buy these, I guess I call them dipped plastic gloves in the mesh. Obviously, see I got 2 different kinds on. I'm a left-handed scratcher. When I get my fines out or move the dirt out, and you'll know that these gloves wear on your fingertips, and your nails come through, and then the dirt gets in your fingernails. What I do is they easily just flip over the right-handed glove and they slide on, and you don't even notice any difference. So that can save you a lot of money on gloves. I think at Walmart these run about $8 for 6 pair, something like that. Okay, so I got this grid laid out right in front of the lilac bush. About 3 years ago, let me see, I think it was about right in here, I dug up a railroad baggage tag. So I consider this a hot spot right here. So I'll let you know what comes up.
Rip it off. Go, fast. Oh, your skin's peeling off. What did that feel like, Zach? Tell the world.
Doesn't sound good, does it? Crunching sound. It's a lid to a jar, mason jar, because I just broke the glass. That's what was crunching. See the seal? See if I can get it out of there. Maybe it's the buried coin jar. Isn't that fixed swell? I like to tamp them down, especially in this hot weather. Kind of seals them up. Get all the dirt back over there. And there we have it. All right, I've only got 3 holes in this 10 by 10 that I considered noteworthy, and they all had iron with them. Piece of metal, just iron. Had a tiny little peep down there, so I thought I better investigate. All right, this is our last hole. Hope for the best. I might work the lilac bush. I always tell people, I said lilac bushes are good places because you can see the gals come out, you know, and cut the lilacs with a pair of scissors and maybe drop something out of their apron or dress while they're trying to cut a bouquet. And we've got noise everywhere. Well, that doesn't sound real bad. Like I say, the whole point of this is just to see exactly what you can find if you really put your effort into it. Ooh, we might have it. Come on. I had a definite high tone here by the bush, but now I've lost it. I'm going to see if I can, what it is. I might have flipped it on its side. The place was really untidy, I guess, before they burnt it down. Look at that. What did I tell you? All right, there's my pride and joy. I just, like I said in the intro, it was just a chunk of something, and I tossed it in the bag. Had absolutely no idea what I had. But that's a smokehouse lock with a brass keyhole cover. I haven't tried to move it. I just want to leave it the way it is. So that's a big yee-haw. And it's heart-shaped. So I'm overjoyed with that. Thanks for watching. Okay.
Why does that look
This
familiar?
little girl here lost her jewelry and I found it for her. You're how old? About 12?
Oh, at least
12?
At least 13.
13? Oh yeah. And then we found this anchor for a leg pull. So she's really happy with her. I'll send you a bill for finding that for you.
Okay.
Am I on? Hey Mom, hey Dad, Grandpa, what's for supper? I'll be home in a bit. Have to be on the TV right now. My hair look good? Put that goose grease on it she gave me. Oh, that thing's on, isn't it? Can't see. I need other glasses. I did catch it on fire. I was trying to dry it in the microwave, which I know sounds goofy.